Today, on Attack of the Show, set your phasers on stun.
Phasers show ready.
The captain himself,
Captain Kirk, I presume.
William Shatner, discusses the future of Star Trek. They're right-wing and righteously hot. They're the MySpace girls of the week. We make a run for the border, Viva la Mexico, and see what's shaking at the electronic game show. Feel the excitement. All this and more on a live and legendary Attack of the Show, starting right now.
What's going on here? Think upon this.
Nice, thank you.
Scream it like you mean it if you're gonna do it. Scream it like you mean it.
Scream. All right, great. Thanks,
Wow,
everyone.
apparently he didn't mean it.
Welcome to Attack of the Show TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. It is Wednesday, November 1st. I'm Olivia Munn.
Scott, give us the scream. Stop
Thank
holding
you.
back. Let's hear it. That's it. Those are the lungs of one man. PlasticBugs.com. Give him some Google ads. All right. I'm Kevin Pereira. We are coming to you live from the G4 studios here in Los Angeles.
It's a
Today,
big day.
folks, yes, it's a little shaky, a little bit. It's not from the cocaine energy drinks or the Red Bulls. William Shatner will be joining us live. That is
Yes.
right. And
That is right.
he meant.
You guys heard that correctly. The legend himself is in the building right now as we speak. He's probably somewhere having a Pop-Tart, maybe a diet soda. I'm not quite sure. I'd like to know right now. I'd really
Strawberry is his favorite. Cut the crust off and,
Really?
and torch them
Oh my God, how do you
separately.
know that? I'm so jealous. I
It's
wish
on the
I wish
wiki.
we were best friends. I really do. Well, you guys, we have him, and it's possible.
Oh, totally.
He could be my best friend.
They're laughing with you, but oh wait, you weren't laughing, were you?
I wasn't laughing. Well, you guys, we have him, and he's here in the studio, and we've been holding back hordes of G4 employees from trying to get to him.
Yeah.
Like me, they don't let me talk to him. I'm not allowed to talk to him. But you guys have to stay tuned because Kevin will interview him later. It is amazing. I can't believe it.
Something very special is going to happen. That's all
Very special.
That's about as
Very.
teasing as I'm going to get here. All right. Besides Shatner, and who has the most hellish Halloween hangover? Probably me. The popular
know.
topic of conversation around here is, of course, Borat.
Yes, the controversial comedy has taken the world by storm,
Yes.
and it's not even in theaters yet. Sacha Baron Cohen is pissing off nations and wreaking havoc for everyone, and we appreciate it.
Yes. Kazakhstan has been releasing news bulletins to discredit the film, and this week they published some info to show that they're not as backwards as the film might actually suggest to somebody.
Well, that's true. They claim they were the first country to domesticate the horse. But like, really, how the hell can you prove that? I mean, that's really...
Yeah. Good point.
Right?
Case in point. Well, this week, Borat's terrorized television. He was on Letterman, and, well, it was anything but the usual celebrity interview that you're used to.
You're married, is that right? Do you have a family?
My wife is dead.
I'm sorry to hear that.
High five.
I love it. High five.
High five. Yes, she was boring.
She said.
It was a great interview, and despite everyone knowing that Borat really isn't an actual journalist, that he's not even a real person, Sacha is still staying in character for every interview, even when he's on CNN and even during the press junkets. You will not see him walking around in the suit or with the stash when he's not being Borat. He's so committed.
Well, Kevin knows this, as truth because when he interviewed him for our show, like, Borat did not break character.
Not at all.
And he actually did something very, very interesting. So, Kev, why don't you tell everyone what happened? So exciting. Exactly.
Okay, it was a pretty average junket. You see the movie the next day, you come up with some questions, and you sit down and chat with them. So I sat in the room with Borat, fired away. He came back, very entertaining. Nothing that special, really. Just
Nothing special. Like dropping your pants and he takes out your junk and holds your penis. Yeah, it happened. Yeah, it happened. See, those are his boxers.
Oh, okay, all right,
But
stop.
no, please, wait, no. He actually, not just the boxers a little bit, they come all the way down. The producer comes over and holds it.
What?
Dude, I swear,
Are you
Kevin
okay?
told me.
It was an interesting interview, to say the least. But I don't like that. I don't get why you're laughing. That's
It's hilarious
Mike
and
Wallace
awesome.
has dropped trowel numerous times on 60 Minutes, and yet he is still respected as a journalist. And I wish he could appreciate me with the same level of integrity. It'd be nice.
My bad. It's still really funny, though.
It was cold.
Okay, well, we'll have Kevin's interview and more, and I mean more, on a special
Not a
all
lot more,
Borat
sadly.
Attack on the Show
little bit.
this Friday. His shirt covers this, so you can't really see
It's just a
that
timid
much.
slice of television.
But you see some very nice, beautiful legs.
Oh, yeah.
Gorgeous
right?
stems.
They get mistaken for yours.
I know, it's Sad.
Yeah.
Now it is time to visit the other home of prostitutes, graphic nudity, and inappropriate behavior.
We're going around the net.
People always talk about cool commercials they see on TV. These days, half the audience for the Super Bowl just wants to watch the ads. And now, thanks to YouTube, Google, and other video sites, people are able to upload commercials from all over the world. Stuff you would never get to see otherwise.
I love that we could be collectively and legitimately excited at the availability and ease of use in viewing commercials.
I know.
Like, oh, thank you for giving us the ads. And really, there's nothing more fun than local commercials. You know, they got eccentric, non-camera
"Come on
friendly
down!"
owners. Yeah, the wacky waving and flailing arm guy. No, they got the grating jingles, terrible special effects, and there's some spots from a furniture store in Cleveland that have turned up online and the internet. They've really kind of sank their teeth into them. They've latched onto them, and you're going to see why.
If you can't get credit in my store, you can't get credit anywhere. My name is Mark, and you can count on it. You gotta help me out with something.
Okay.
He was method. You see the fear in his eyes.
And I was waiting for him to push that little, like
or at least
emphysema thing.
smoke a cigarette out of it and tell
know,
kids,
right?
stay away from the good stuff.
It's really pretty disgusting.
It's bad. We actually called the store, though, to make sure that it's real, and it is legit. That is the actual owner of the store.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually kind of surprised that this is actually on air, but there's more. It's not.
Really?
It doesn't just stop there. I'm not
Seriously?
quite sure. Seriously, I'm not quite sure what's up with the mannequin interaction. But watch the end of this very bizarre Halloween spot.
Norton Furniture is here for you. Now, seriously, if you can't get credit in my store, you can't get credit anywhere. I'm back.
Okay, I'm convinced he's not even. He doesn't even have a store. It's like he's in his basement, and there are women trapped there. We have to help them now.
Yeah, the mannequins are props. The real women are in duffel bags, somewhere surrounded by wood
and
paneling.
they're watching this all go on. They're like, "Oh my God, we're in
yeah.
this with this creepy guy. Somebody save us!"
Sweetheart, if you scream, it's only gonna get worse. It's like, oh,
really creepy.
Okay.
I know.
At least she got a good deal on the sofa.
Well, you know, I was thinking, you know, people knock ad agencies and corporations all the time, but you have to really admit one thing. They have a handle on marketing and how not to terrify their customer.
True, but I think Mark has actually succeeded. He's done Norton's a solid because we're chatting about it. The internet's going crazy. We're talking about his stores, the commercials. We even called the guy. So, I think he won.
That's true. Nicely played, Mr. Norton. Nicely played, you freak.
I want to make couch cushions out of your neck skin.
You are creep. Get off me.
Seriously.
Hey, Shatner's here today. Behave.
Oh, right.
Behave. Hey, seriously, we have to move on.
Seriously. Go to g4tv.com/AOTS for the links to everything you just saw. Right now, it's time for the only news you need to know. Here's Layla Cayley.
And the feed headline.
Thanks, guys. Here's what's coming up in the feed. First, YouTube hasn't removed all the Comedy Central clips from its site. Plus, Speed Racer is going to be a live-action movie. And Nintendo has announced its launch titles for the Wii. It's all coming your way in the feed. But first, back to you guys.
Thanks, Layla. Right now, let's check in with Zach Selwyn.
Hey, Zach, what's going on? How are you?
We've got a big election coming up, and it looks like the majority control of Congress may swing to the Democrats, but the Republicans are touting traditional American values and, who knows, may just hold on.
What the hell is he doing?
Well, I mean,
I've never seen him like that.
But that was accurate, actually.
I mean, it was accurate.
Well said, sir, but I mean, I didn't know you were a political guy, Zach. What's the... Is there a reason for the change, or?
Yeah, because I'm kind of waiting for that funny joke.
Republican bitches, Kevin.
Okay.
Republican
And there it is.
bitches, hot Republican
welcome back,
chicks.
Zach.
Yeah.
You know
Welcome
what
back.
I'm talking about? There is nothing that gets me more excited than the possibility of cracking a conservative girl, because you know, when it comes down to it, baby, they're the craziest, man.
Oh, yeah.
They're the craziest. And coming up later, we got hot Republican chicks fighting it out to become our MySpace Girl of the Week. Look at that one right there. Republican.
Hello.
That's what I'm talking
Wow.
about. We're also going to talk with last week's winner, Gorlesque Queen Jezahel Van Horn. Back to you, Kevin and Olivia.
Thank you for that, Zach.
Wow.
Classy.
That was classy.
But well informed, though.
Very intelligent man.
I'm here for the people.
Oh, that's sweet.
And the hot Republican tang. Now, if you study hard and you do your homework and you make an effort to be smart, you'll get stuck in the army of monitor heads.
Yeah, that's right. It's actually a pretty cool place to be.
Yes, I was wondering, where can I find a girl that likes Star Trek as much as I do?
Yes.
Yes.
Not in your mom's house. You got to move out and look elsewhere, buddy.
Take your computer and your camera and leave. We actually were looking into this earlier, and there's a dating website, TrekPassions.com. It's a dating service for Star Trek fans.
No, it literally is.
Yeah.
I think that's, I mean, that speaks volumes about the community and the shelf life of this franchise. That there could be, like, forget a MySpace or a JDate, a specialized service for Trekkies. It's pretty awesome.
It's really huge. I mean, I said this before, my sister and I, we used to bond by watching our Star Trek, you know, marathons.
And they rate you by the size of your spread, which is
Do
interesting.
they?
Yeah, it's like a hot or not kind of thing. Wow.
Mine's a big spread.
You're a popular girl. Later on in the show, by the way, William Shatner, live.
I know if we said that, my new best friend,
He's gonna be
BFF,
here.
he's going to be here.
You know he likes his Pop-Tarts now. Coming up later, babes, bullets, shootouts, and a whole lot of pivin'. We've got the new trailer for Smokin' Aces.
Yes, but first, a while back we showed you the new band Crosby, Stills, Nash and Usher, and now David Crosby, a member of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, he's back in the news.
Yeah, you know, he's the guy who gave his bald sperm to Melissa Etheridge and her lover.
Very
so they can
nice.
make a cute little lesbian family. But now he's giving his opinions on some of the most important topics of our day.
You show me a world where all you need to really worry about is the clap, and I'll show you a happy world. Nowadays, you got AIDS, you got this new disease, cancer, a whole bunch of things that just came up and sprouted out that we didn't have to deal with. And I'll tell you, before the advent of AIDS and right after the birth control pill, there was a window there where if you were lucky enough to be in your early 20s, you really did a lot of
David Crosby is a legend.
Wise words.
Really, who wouldn't want to have his baby? Stay with us. We are coming back to you right after this. Do you think he's available?
They're hot, delicious, and Republican? It's the MySpace Girls of the Week. And we've got the funniest people of 2006 bursting from Olivia's rack. It's
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. We are live and ready to crack the conservative code. Right, Kev?
Right. Who knew Republican chicks were hot? Zach did, apparently. Well, we've done our constitutional duty this week, and we found some. So it's time for a fair and balanced TNA. Behave yourself, Bob Dole. Today's election is for the MySpace Girl of the Week. Joining us today is last week's Scary Hot Girl winner, Gorless Queen Jezebel Van Horn. How are you today, Jezebel?
I'm excellent.
I can see that. You look perky. You look good. You look ready to judge some MySpace girls.
I am. I'm ready.
Now I know
Bring 'em on.
you're obviously into like the world of gore, but what other projects do you have going on besides that gory burlesque thing?
Got a lot of projects going on right now. Actually, burlesque is kind of on hold at the moment because I'm working on a few films.
Porn.
Oh,
Porn.
porn, schmorn. Who wants to watch porn?
Horror porn. I don't want to watch it. I'm saying if you want to make some, I got 3 lighting kits at home, and Zach's got a VHS camcorder.
No, we've got a few pretty good gory flicks going on.
Nice.
We've got something called RAPTs, which is written and directed by Heidi Moore, and it's about zombie strippers.
I'm going to see that. I'll definitely be seeing that. And happy
Yeah,
Halloween to
that's
you,
gonna
by
be
the
some
way.
good
You ready to help
stuff.
us judge some MySpace girls?
Hell yeah.
All right, let's get into it. It is time to make the segue from the world of zombie strippers into the world of politics. Now, we joined the Republican girls, Do It Better MySpace group, and we came up with these right-wing ladies. There's actually a group for them.
Yes, actually, I've been a part of this group for a long time, and this was the girl who got me into it. It's Claire, my girl from San Diego. First of all, look at her right there. Her quote is, Navy girls do it better.
Oh. Well, you put the ball on the tee, because it's a Navy thing, so you're going to be, oh, I bet she's good at handling seamen.
I know a couple seamen down there.
Yeah.
But she's in Kuwait, you know?
She's a Republican, so, you know, she doesn't screw anybody unless they're homeless.
Well, that's what I would think, but, you know, she is a member of the Young Republicans, and those chicks know how to party, man. She also reads Ann Coulter, and, you know, she goes to FoxNews.com. I mean, to me, that girl's just a freaking F machine, you know what I mean?
Oh, wait, is that a... Okay, there we go.
There it is. Look at that. That's a little army
I do like
bathing
Republican chicks, they pack heat. which is pretty sweet.
Gun and a little fatigue bathing suit, which I didn't even see because it was so hidden.
Love it. What's your verdict there, Jezahel?
Well, she's cute and all. I like her because her name reminds me of one of my favorite characters on 6 Feet Under. But let's bring on some more contestants.
Oh, she's not satisfied, Zach. She wants more.
You want more? Well, I guess Claire.
I want more.
Claire's out of here. You know what? I don't even.
Bye, Claire.
Next up, we got Jessica. How about this? Monterey, California, 25 years old. Her quote is, "I wear women's underwear."
Damn. That means she wears underwear.
She wears underwear.
That's
exactly.
good to know.
It's good to know, but
I was kind of hoping for "I wear nothing."
Right. I go commando.
Well,
because I support our troops.
Exactly.
She strives off the pain and suffering of Democrats, so she is truly Republican.
I will cut myself for you.
And she's happily married to a U.S. Marine. Ooh, happily
that
married.
kind of scares me.
Wow.
Like Witherspoon Felipe married, or like he's overseas, visiting some of them little brothels I hear about overseas married.
She'd like to become a suicide girl.
Commit suicide.
That's what I'm saying. What do you think, Jezahel? I mean, that seems pretty...
I think out of between her and Claire, I think Jess would be my pick so far. She's a cutie. She's got great style.
Can you be like a member of the Conservative Party and be a suicide girl at the same time?
I don't know, though. I think I would maybe offer her up to not be a suicide girl, maybe try to be an inky girl.
An inky girl?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, if she has some ink. Inky Girls
tattoos,
is a
right.
website that I'm on. It's
You've inked a couple
You are
girls.
a shameless self-promoter. Oh, I'm like
inked
a
a whole bunch in
squid.
high school.
I shoot so much ink out of like a squid.
The squid Selwyn's at it again. Someone clean the sorority house.
Give her the squid finger. Speaking of dark ladies, Raven from Memphis.
Oh,
Actually, I say
wow.
dark just because of that picture right there. She's really not.
That's
In
shades.
fact, she's a Jesus freak, this girl. Her quote is, "I fell in love today." So did I, Raven. So did I. She calls herself a diehard Republican. She's a devout church-going Christian, and if you check out her blogs, pretty much everything she says is, "Jesus is my boyfriend, Jesus is my lover, Jesus is my savior," which to me means I'm probably not going to have a shot with her.
No, probably not. Although you grow the hair out a little bit longer, throw on some sandals.
Hey, I'll walk on water, baby, for you.
She lists George Bush among her heroes.
Oh, George? I thought that was Reggie Bush.
No. I like chicks who want
Bush
nothing to
is
do with
good,
Bush,
though.
though. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
Get him out of
Love
office.
Reggie.
And under those. Okay, no, I'm not going to.
Don't go
I
there.
would have just gotten fired. All right, Jezahel.
Actually,
What's your verdict?
my thoughts on Raven. Personally, I don't really care for Bible beaters, and I don't know what Jesus would think about her posing in her panties. But
Those were granny panties, just to be making a point.
Yeah, but still,
And she only beats Bibles for
beater-
practice. She's going to get married someday.
It's funny that I named
Thinking
my
about it.
wang my Bible.
Yeah, I don't know.
Think about it.
I'm leaning more towards little Miss Jess here.
Done,
She wins!
Jesses!
Congratulations, Jezahel. You were very involved. We love that.
To rock the vote on these political hotties, go to g4tv.com/AOTS and make your voice heard. Let's go over to Candidate Mon now.
Thanks, Kevin. Today we are running down all of our favorite things to buy this week. It's time again for the list. First up, the new iPod Shuffle is in stores on Friday. At $79, it is the cheapest and smallest iPod out there. It holds 1 gig, has no screen, and it is perfect for taking to the gym. And it actually makes a great gift if you're too stingy to buy your girlfriend an iPod video, like my boyfriend. Next, bigger is better. The super-sized TV remote from Brookstone will all but guarantee you never lose your remote again. It's programmable, can control up to 6 devices, and its enormous size will definitely impress the ladies. The coolest USB thumb drives we've ever seen are called MemoBots, and the newest series is Star Wars themed. They are limited edition and look kind of like works of art. Right now, Vader and Chewie are available in drive size from 1 gig to 4 gigs. Next, celebrate the Chicago Bears and their so far amazing undefeated season with the 16 Straight tee from 16straight.com. Check off each city as the Bears shuffle their way to the Super Bowl. Plus, it comes with an orange Sharpie so you can keep track of every single victory. And finally, a musical toothbrush called Tooth Tunes that plays hit music through your teeth. Each $10 toothbrush plays a different song from bands like the Black Eyed Peas, Kiss, and Queen. Now, when you brush your teeth, the sound waves vibrate through the bristles, and you hear the music inside your head instead of, through your ears. It's really just supposed to be for kids, but screw that. I want one for myself. Guys, that is today's list. Visit g4tv.com/AOTS for links to all the products you saw today. Now, still ahead in the feed, we'll give you the scoop on how many Wii games Nintendo is going to release before Christmas. And when we look at my rack, I'll take you inside the pages of Maxim and tell you how to read body language. All this and more on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
Hey, I was the only hippie with a coke problem who gained weight.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. We are live and ready to turn the magazine business into a game of show and tell.
Yeah, you know, you most often hear the words Maxim, Cracked, Massive, and Skunk used in a Hollywood Boulevard Pete booth. But today, we're dragging them out of the dark and throwing them all over Olivia's rack. Just throwing them all over that thing.
Here's the latest on newsstands now. This month's Maxim shows you how to read anyone's body language to get a girl, avoid a fight, get that job, or win a poker game, much like I did last night on Texas Hold'em with Kevin on Xbox Live. Yep, everything you'll ever need to know if you visit the Playboy Mansion is in this magazine. A tip for the guys, if a girl shows you her wrist, it's on.
Really?
It's on.
I thought if she showed you like the triangular Velcro patch, you know, like...
That would be a good tip-off too, Kevin.
Oh, okay, okay.
Next is Cracked magazine. Besides the hilarious Wine Frat comic on page 18, Cracked offers their list of the 15 funniest people of 2006. We love us John Hodgman, The Daily Show's resident expert, and even though he's number 15, he's got the biggest picture on the page. Some other big names on the list: Andy Samberg at number 13, Sacha Baron Cohen at number 2, and Jack Black at number 1. Kevin's doing a little bit of a suck-in.
A little bit. I'm winded. No, you know, they're funny guys for sure. I hope the Pick of Destiny doesn't suck. If that movie rocks like I hope it does, then Jack Black totally deserves that.
You just
spot.
don't think Jack Black has really been living up
He's
to
been coasting off of some really funny Tenacious D stuff. I think. I still think he's hilarious. You know, love to work with you. Why do I burn all my bridges?
You burn all of your bridges.
Really
Let me just move on. Next is Massive Magazine, a magazine devoted entirely to massively multiplayer online games.
Yes.
It even has an advice column called Ask Dr. MMO Really. But I especially like the article on emotes. Emotes, Kevin, are actions you can make your MMO character do to express your feelings, like if you're happy or sad, or if you want to do like a wink.
Right.
Or you can do like hearts coming out of your eyes. You can do a smiley.
I know what emotes are.
If you don't know what it is, here is an actual quote from the article. If I kill a gnome, I'll often do a /sniff followed by a /lick.
Right.
That would work better if I was undead because I could add a /cannibalize at the end. See what he did there? He is explaining how if you want to express your emotion,
I know what
you
they
can do with like smiley face things, and they're really funny. They're little things you can put in, and they do a lot of different things. I'll show you. You know what? I'll show you later. You look confused.
They should add a /Lipton. Then you just drop the old tea bag on the dead corpse. I'm just saying.
That's why you're not allowed to talk sometimes.
I told you I knew what they were, and you kept prodding.
And finally...
Tiger's going to buy it.
Finally, Skunk Magazine, which keeps the casual weed fan entertained and informed at the same time. Yes, there are
casual weed fans. This isn't for the guy that's scraping bong resin out at 3 in the morning, praying to God Domino's is still open.
There is plenty of growing tips for you farmers and reviews of high-tech tobacco vaporizers. My favorite thing in this magazine, though, is the Martha Stewart-inspired lemon blunt cake. But,
the blunt cake?
Yeah, but we're pretty sure that most readers are getting as far as like mixing the ingredients and then just eating the batter.
Can't blame them.
Yeah, it sounds like something you would do.
I'd lick it right off the beater.
And do it on like the little gum
Just
action.
rub it on your gums. Blunt cake. Oh, I found something interesting, actually. I know this is all about your rack, but this is sort of involves you in Complex Magazine because you're in there. Look at you.
That's me.
Interesting. What's you got your 5 favorite video game picks, which I'll talk about in a second, but what's the face there? What's going on?
It's just a photo shoot.
It's sultry.
It was
like
in a warehouse, and it was sweaty, and there was wind, and I was looking over my shoulder.
Wow.
Isn't that fun? Like
top 5 game picks, was Uno on there?
You know, Uno was not on there, but it will be from now on because we played Uno Xbox Live, and I kicked butt the very
dominated.
Dominated.
Well
Thank
done.
you. Thank you very much. We had the webcam. It was awesome. Everyone, that is my rack. Check out g4tv.com for a recap of this week's magazines, and you can find all of them on newsstands right now. Stay with us. There's lots more show ahead when Attack of the Show attacks with the Enterprise, folks. Captain Kirk is in the building right now, eating a Pop-Tart, diet soda. We'll be back. Where is he?
We skim the headlines and give you what you need. It's the feed. And we go warp speed with the legendary William Shatner.
Who's that?
That's
Is that your new dance?
You know, I don't censor the movements. I just let them flow through me with the music.
Well, that does not look like it's flowing. It looks like it's just stuck.
Yeah, it was a little bit. Welcome back, anyways, to Attack of the Show's Dance Party 06 Live. We are live. I'm Kevin Pereira. Next to me is Olivia Munn. And hats off to Bob Barker, who just announced he's retiring this June after more than 50 years on television. Come on.
Thank you.
Let's hear it for Bobby.
Come on, Bob Barker. Bob is definitely the man from Plinko to Cliffhanger. He has been there for us on every sick day. Thanks, Bob.
House cats everywhere. Sigh of relief.
Now, coming up later...
Don't touch my balls, Bob, please! Sorry.
Maybe that could be our new slogan. We should pick up where he left off.
We can.
All right. Now, you guys, a little bit later in the show, we've got the new trailer for Smokin' Aces. If you like your action movies loud, out of control, and epilepsy-inducing, you are going to want to check this one out. It stars Jeremy Piven, Ben Affleck, and a lot of people.
Yes, but right now it's time for the only news you need to know. It's been spayed and neutered. It's the feed.
That's right. Thanks, guys. I'm Layla Kaylee, and it's time to start the feed. Yesterday, we reported that Comedy Central had demanded YouTube to remove all of its content from their website. Thousands of clips were removed in the past few days, but the focus was on entire episodes, not individual segments. So you can still find funny moments from all your favorite shows. But if you want the whole thing, you'll have to get cable, you cheapskates. After years of delays and wrong turns, Speed Racer and the Mach 5 are finally coming to theaters. Andy and Larry Wachowski, creators of the Matrix trilogy, have signed on to write and direct the adaptation of the classic cartoon. The film will feature all the popular characters, including Speed's mysterious arch-rival Racer X. The film will start shooting next year. If you're getting a Wii at launch, you'll have plenty of titles to choose from. 62 titles have been announced for both the system and the virtual console. You'll be able to get Tony Hawk's Downhill Jam, Trauma Center's Second Opinion, Red Steel, Call of Duty 3, the new Splinter Cell, and others. For $5 to $10, you'll be able to download classic games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Donkey Kong, Mario 64, and the original Legend of Zelda. All 62 games will be available by the end of the year. And finally, there's a new Phantom Menace commentary, though this one is intentionally funny. Mystery Science Theater 3000 alumni Mike Nelson and Kevin Murphy, who played Tom Servo, will rip into the film, much like they did on their cult TV show. If you go to rifftracks.com, you can download an audio file of their commentary, throw it into an MP3 player, and hit play when the movie starts. It costs $3 for the joke track, though I'm sure that's nothing compared to what you've already shelled out for George Lucas. Well, that's all for today. You can now get the feed to go on your iPod. Visit the iTunes store or go to g4tv.com/podcast and click on iTunes Podcast to subscribe. Now you've just been fed. Back to you.
This is Girl with Two Broken Arms dance.
That's good.
You like it? Okay, thanks, Layla. Today starts National Peanut Butter Lovers Month. Dogs are rejoicing everywhere. We'll be back with more on TV's only source for all the stuff you care about.
There you go.
It's the newest games and consoles from across the border when we take you inside EGS. The Feed is brought to you by the Intel Core 2 Duo processor. Multiply your possibilities with the world's best processors.
Welcome back to Attack of the Show, TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. And right now, we are proving it with a legend. I'm pretty excited. Let's beam right on over to Kevin, who has a very, 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 very special guest.
I'm excited too. He's an Emmy and Golden Globe award-winning actor. We've all seen him as the Captain Kirk, of course, from Star Trek, and as Denny Crane from Boston Legal. He's a household name, folks. Joining us right now, he is a legend. William Shatner, come on. There you go. See that?
I've never heard 5 people make so much noise.
I'm telling you. We paid him. We tried paying him extra to clap like that at the beginning of the show, but we even built in 30 extra seconds just for your applause today into this interview because we knew this was a huge deal. We We said yesterday you were coming on. We announced it to the world, and people from all corners of the internet were flooding us with questions. You got to ask them this. You have to get a bite about that. Lots of Star Trek stuff. Lots of the new game show questions about that. But the one that struck me was the one that put fear into my heart. The same fear that I know you're smelling right now, because it's just coming out of my pores. And that's your love of cigars. Because I've tried a cigar once. I did inhale. I had no idea what proper form was. I tried to bite the end of it off. Which was not the classiest thing in the world, and I was just sick for the rest of the evening. So
well, it can happen. I tell you, I do love cigars, or maybe I should put it, I did love cigars. I'm on the cover, most recently of Aficionado, the cigar magazine.
Okay, not Skunk Aficionado, the Cigar Aficionado.
Skunk?
That was a magazine we were talking about earlier today.
Really, Skunk Aficionado.
Yeah.
Where you
completely different type of
I would imagine. They both smell, but they smell differently.
Exactly.
One is of the earth, and the other is whatever skunk smell of it. That's anal glands, actually. The skunk. Yeah.
Different. I think it was a different magazine.
Yeah.
Okay. But could you show? I mean, if you're on the magazine.
The cigar. I was just going to say that the cigar. I've been taking aversion therapy. On these scenes in Boston Legal, when we smoke cigars, you sometimes have to smoke as many as 20 cigars in a morning. A 2-page scene, you might do it several times at different angles, and by the time you end up, you're smoking 20 cigars.
And you're smoking actual cigars. There's no faking.
No,
the quality of the
there's
cigar.
no CGI smoke.
You don't have ILM guys on the scene.
Yeah, right. No, none of those. And by the 20th cigar, I've gotten ill.
Right.
So. That's how they stop you from smoking, you know.
See, I think 2 seconds into a cigar, I'm probably going to vomit my lungs profusely all over your nice pants.
Not if you do it in the way I'm going to show you.
Okay, I'd love an instruction.
Here's a cigar. It's Edición Limitada.
Okay.
Do you speak Spanish?
No, señor.
How much Spanish?
Un poquito.
How much Spanish do you need to speak if I say Edición?
The edition.
Limitada.
Limited. This is a limited edition cigar. See, I only knew enough to get chiclets or to get slapped.
Right,
so this is great.
This is a cigar.
All right.
Now you take the instrument that a lot of moils use.
Okay. Mazel tov.
Yeah,
Clip
it's an
that
inside
boy.
joke. Okay.
Now,
so I'm going to clip the end off because that's not. You can't.
Okay.
If you'll excuse the expression, suck through that.
Not a problem.
Okay. Now,
coming from you, hey. I mean, really, what do you do?
Now it's clipped.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's
shorn.
Fumable.
All right.
All right. I'm going to light it for you.
Okay.
Now you're going to puff, but don't inhale. All right. Now
that's a Clinton tactic, and I don't think I'm ready for this.
All right, but who knows what you're doing?
Let's give it a try. Clinton has many cigar tactics, we know. So.
Okay. So. God knows where that cigar has been. Right.
You don't know where this mouth has been, so it's totally fine.
Is that what I'm smelling?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's
by the way, not anal glands. I'm just throwing that out there. All right. So you just.
So I'm going to light it for you.
Please.
Okay. And you're going to smoke it. Now I want you to remember 2 things. One is cigar wrapper, the cigar thing, leaf is of the earth. It's natural.
Right.
It's part of the growth of the world. There is the environment.
Where are you going with this?
Well, I'm going that it's natural.
Okay, got it.
So do not fear it.
Oh, okay.
And the other part of that is it's usually wrapped by a cigar maker, and some of them are women, and they rub them on the inside of their thigh. Okay?
All right, let's do it.
What else am I smelling?
All right, here we go.
All right, there you go. Now, don't puff away. Just puff slowly. Let me light it for you. Let me light it. Now, smell and taste the earth like a fine wine or a great glass of wine.
Oh, that's good.
Or
I feel like I'm in a
cheese.
I feel like I'm in
How
a
about
rocket
cheese?
ship made of vanilla, and I've just been launched into the atmosphere. This
Nothing wrong with that. I've done that several times, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Wow. Not bad.
I'm talking about being launched, not smoking.
Of course. I need to ask you about the video game.
No, you didn't ask me about the video game.
I need to, though.
Yes, you need to, because that's really,
that's
as
what men
much
do,
as we like cigars, it's the video game that's going to...
I have the limited edition cigar, and that's what you do. You smoke cigars, and you play the video games.
And you play the limited edition of the video game. The video game is called Legacy. Legacy.
Right, and now...
5 captains on the Legacy Star Trek game.
How do you feel about that, though?
I feel good about that. I feel really good. I feel a kind of joy about that.
I'm out.
It's gone out.
I'm out. Damn it. Oh, it was so quick.
Aren't you
It was
lucky?
so fleeting.
Aren't
Story
you
of my
happy
life,
about
man. 5 seconds of ecstasy and then just dead. Do I snuff it on my shoe, or...?
No, man.
Is that...
You put it gently on the... And you're going to use it again.
So they call you into, of course, you know, when yes, there are 5 captains theoretically, but clearly you're the one.
Well, I'd like to think that.
Yeah, you should think that. I think everybody else thinks that. I think there's no question about it. That's pandering to the 5.
Same 5 people. So it's a wonderful game.
Yeah.
I think your whole audience should go out and buy it right when it comes out.
Sure.
The next few weeks. It's called Legacy, and it's a great Star Trek game. And Star Trek is coming back.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I haven't seen like a new television series in a while. I know that the new movie's coming out, but as a game like this, do you think this can help tide fans over until that new movie comes out?
We know that games are the entertainment industry new thing. I mean, it's apparently making more money.
Right.
The games are making more money than the movies of anything.
Well, everybody knows cable television is where the money's at, first of all. But yes, you're right. Second to that,
G4 is making hand over fist.
Right, right.
Look at the cigars they buy.
I was going to light it with a $100 bill, but I was just
a limited
lazy.
edition.
So we spared no expense at the Walmart humidor. So we brought out the finest for you. But you know, it is coming back. But Star Trek it's still obviously around, especially on the internet with so many fans.
Well, it's on G4.
It's obviously on G4
They
now.
have the afternoon license, you know.
Yeah, it also airs, I think, on Saturdays. Is that
really? They have the Saturday license?
the weekend? You know, when the kids are done eating their
They
cereal.
must have paid a lot of money.
Pop on some Trek. But how do you feel about other Kirks, like people on the internet trying to be you or trying to be that Kirk?
Kevin, they are not me.
Thank you. Thank you. If you were smoking a cigar and you had just put it down and exhaled a little bit more, even more dramatic, but I like that.
But if I were to do that, I could get sick. And that would be a first on your show, but the last for me.
Right, right. So they're not you, but do you appreciate it? Do you want to just send an email to each one of them and say, please, you know what? Yeah, please stop.
I don't watch it. I don't look at it. I ignore it. I deny it. It's in denial. It doesn't exist as far as I'm concerned.
All right. Well, Mr. Shatner, it was an honor, I know, for all 5 people in here, as well as myself. And I really think you've got me hooked. So thank you for that. It's an absolute pleasure.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Everybody, Star Trek Legacy is out for both the PC and the Xbox 360 on November 21st. One more time for Mr. Shatner. Come on.
Oh, Captain, my Captain. We will be back with an inside look from the electronic game show in Mexico. Stay with us.
You know, Olivia, they're of the earth.
You know, I love the smell of a cigar. It reminds me of the time I hung out with my best friend, William Shatner. He was just here. Did you see him?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to a live attack of the show. We are ready to take the show south of the border. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. I recently went to Mexico City to cover the electronic game show at the Mexican E3. Give me that. Just stop it. I tested out the Wii, I mocked the PlayStation 3, and I witnessed the WCG 2006 Pan American Games. What's up, everybody? Kevin Pereira coming to you from the land that brought you tacos, Telemundo, and tequila, Mexico City. And behind me, a never-ending line of gamers waiting to get inside EGS, sort of the Mexican A-Trace, if you will. So we're going to head inside as well and show you what gamers have going on south of the border. Let's do it. While a relative newcomer at only 5 years old, EGS is turning into one of the premier gaming conventions, bringing out the business's heaviest hitters. But the real reason for my mission to Mexico City was to put the latest consoles to the test. PlayStation 3 versus the Wii. Here we are up top in the Sony PlayStation 3 booth, and they have spared no expense when it comes to EGS. As you can see, tons of high-def screens behind us, and the first ever chance for Latin American gamers to get their hands on the glass case that's surrounding the non-playable PlayStation 3. Wow, EGS, feel the excitement. It's still not playable. After the PlayStation 3 letdown, I headed on over to see if the Wii was ready for a workout, and Nintendo's Reggie Fils-Aimé didn't disappoint.
Here in our booth, we have WarioWare, we have sports, we have Zelda, we have Excite Truck. Crossaway is Red Steel, it's Atomics. They've got Wii Tennis exclusive to them, so it's a fantastic opportunity here.
And an opportunity I couldn't pass up, so I tried them all. Driving, slashing, and shooting like a madman.
Oh, come on! Come on! No dodging! No dodging!
But EGS is not just about showcasing the latest and greatest in the gaming industry. This year it added to its street cred by hosting the WCG 2006 Pan American Games.
Gamers from all over North and South America are here in Mexico City, battling it out in everything from Madden to Mario Kart to determine who's the greatest and who's going to take home the giant oversized yogurts. Now listen, I know when you hear it's the Mexican E3, it's easy to giggle and think of sombreros and maracas, haha. But after roaming the halls of EGS, even for just a few short hours, you realize they've got world-class gaming competition, all the major players out here showing off their latest and greatest, and the serious, hardcore gamers eating it up. If you ever get the chance, go south of the border, check out EGS. On a side note, I was really hoping for a churro stand. They honestly don't have one, and it's ridiculous.
That looks just like the American E3.
It totally does.
And I love churros, too.
Agreed. Stay tuned for more EGS coverage tomorrow and see what happens when I box the president of Nintendo.
Wow. A Pereira beatdown? I gotta see that. Stick around. You're watching TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Okay, no.
Hi, my name's Adam. I'm gonna go run down the street.
If you haven't been watching Attack of the Show, this is what you're missing.
He's really hurt, man.
For more info, go to g4tv.com/AOTS.
Welcome back to a live Attack of the Show. It's the Halloween post show.
And we still can't figure out why The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror can't air on time ever.
It's because the kids are trick-or-treating. They don't want to compete with
kids
candy.
Kids have TiVo nowadays, right?
Yeah, true.
There you go.
Coming up tomorrow, folks, we're going to have more from the Electronic Games Show in Mexico, and we'll have all the naughty advice that you need with an all-new In Your Pants.
And this Friday, Borat attacks G4. We will have a special episode of Attack of the Show where we'll dive head-on into one of the most controversial movies of the year. It's all Borat, all
Love Borat. Now, for all the things you saw today and more, just go to g4tv.com/AOTS.
Now, Kevin's sick from smoking his guitar, and William Shatner said, do not inhale, and he inhaled.
I did not smoke his guitar.
Or guitar. Cigar.
It was perfectly in tune. I might have put the string.
Where are you?
Might have played with the old whammy, but I didn't smoke the guitar.